Hey everybody! So I brought you to my house. I'm going to show you a quick little video all about what we've been learning about in science, which is our sound unit. So I want you listening for all of our vocabulary words. I brought you here because Mr. Tanner plays lots of music and he's really good. So I want you listening and paying attention, okay? You might even get to see Livy. We're going to show you some of the instruments that he plays, how the vibration of sound works, how everything that we've been talking about, energy, and all of our vocab. So I want you listening so that you can learn. Here are a few of his instruments. Here is a very fancy microphone, some drums. This is his guitar case. He's got a couple of different guitars and they look a little bit funny because they're so tiny on that end because they play different sounds. And then here's Mr. Tanner.
Hey guys. So today I'm going to play a little bit of a song for you, and then I'm going to explain how sound works and how sound on guitars work. So if you'll go over there, I'll play something. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we're in the zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, and that good soul in my feet, the hot blood in my body when it drops. And I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Don't knock the way we rock it, so we don't stop. Under the lights where everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm feeling you close. When we move, you already know. Just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feeling good, good creeping on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All these things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, 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 can't stop the feeling. So just dance, 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 dance. Alright, so that's guitar, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how sound works and how sound in a guitar works too. Alright, so every single sound, believe it or not, comes from vibration. Vibration causes sound waves. So in this guitar, I'm not sure if you can see it, but when I pluck a string, the strings vibrate, and that's what causes those sound waves. Every single thing that you can hear, like I said, is caused through vibration. It's because everything's made up of molecules, and they're so tiny you can't even see it. But when you hit something, all those molecules move really fast and they vibrate, and that's what causes those sound waves to go to your ears. So even if you're knocking on wood or doing anything, it's causing vibrations, and that's how you hear it. So normally if you hit something small, and in guitar if you hit the smallest string, that's what causes that really high pitch, right? Pitch is what causes the high or the low. So small things, they vibrate more quickly, and that causes a higher pitch. And when you hit the big string, that's a really low pitch, right? So generally, small things make higher pitches and big things make lower pitches, which is why a big bear would have a really low pitched roar, like roar, right? And why a little cat it's small, it has a high meow, right? So same thing with our vocal cords. We actually have, just like a guitar has strings, our vocal cords has strings in our throat. I know that's kind of weird to think about, but when we speak, we're actually pushing up air through our throat, and that's causing the vibration. So if we push a lot of air, we're yelling. That's why we get really loud. And if we whisper, we're just pushing a little bit of air, so it's barely vibrating. So that's what causes the volume to be higher or lower. We also have something when you record, and if you go into a recording studio, they need to control that sound, because sound is kind of chaotic. It goes all over the place, right? So when you're in a recording studio, you need to go right into the mic. So what they have is this padding, right? It's really soft. So if you think about sound and sound waves, and you think about sound waves like a ball traveling, if it's on something hard, it'll bounce all over the place, right? But if sound waves go into something soft, right, it absorbs that. So just like it absorbed and stopped that ball, soft things like that with spread out molecules. She's playing with it.
Don't let her get.
Anyways, but that's how sound waves are absorbed. So basically that would prevent sound waves from going all over the place and sounding really echoey. Which is why if you're in like a small room with a lot of walls around you, the sound just bounces all over and you can hear your own echo. Sometimes in big places too, surrounded by walls, because sound will just travel and bounce all over the place. And that is, well, I'll go ahead and show you my other ones. Just like I said that big things cause low pitches, small things cause high pitches. So this guitar, it's bigger than that, so it's lower. But this little ukulele, see how it has a really high pitch? Because it's smaller and has smaller strings. And this mandolin is smaller too. So you see how that has a really high pitch because it has tiny strings and it's a tiny instrument. And this it's bigger with bigger strings and it has a lower pitch. And that's pretty much the basics of sound. Just keep listening to Miss Long for the rest. Bye guys.